Hi, today I am going to do a look for mature skin. All my looks are really for mature skin, but I kind of go into more detail in this look. It's a kind of a makeup trick. Just little here's and there's that I believe in that helps make everything lift up. Enjoy the video and I hope you learned something. And if you have any comments, please comment down below. And yeah, and that's it. Thanks. So starting with a base. You want to get a really good base, so you want to wash your face really well. Dermalogica has great facial cleansers. They have a clean start facial cleanser if you really don't want a lot of chemicals in it, but they also have really good cleansers for mature skin that really breaks down the base. I use a balm to use all my makeup off, and like COLLEEN ROTHSCHILD, a lot of people love her. It's like a balm that you put in your fingers and you rub in your face and then you take a cloth to take it off. Those are great ways. It's safe, it's comfortable, it takes care of our skin, doesn't pull. I mean, you're not rubbing it with a pad. You're taking off with a really small surface. And I'm gonna do a nighttime routine to show you guys how I take off my makeup. But it's an easy way to take it off is when Clinique has one. I know COLLEEN ROTHSCHILD is supposed to be really great. I haven't ordered that yet because I want to get rid of I'm using the Body Shop, which I love, and it takes off my makeup super easy. But then I like to cleanse it afterwards, and I use Philosophy, just a really basic cleanser just to take off the excess. And I do scrub my face with Dr. BRANDT MICRODERMABRASION. It's an age-defying exfoliant. I do this twice a week just to really get all that out of my system and out of my pores and just really clean my skin. And after that, a toner. I've not found a toner that I have really liked. I have really sensitive skin, so I have rosacea. I haven't found a toner I just really like. So I was talking to a lady in Nordstrom's and she told me to try the KIEHL'S, I wrote it down, the KIEHL'S Calendula Herbal Extract Alcohol-Free Toner. And she goes, people love it for mature skin. And I was like, okay, I will come back. I didn't have time I was actually passing by really quickly and I didn't have time to talk to her yesterday, so I'm gonna have to come back and get a toner and try it. So it's a toner that's for oily skin and dry, normal skin, not dry skin, it says. I looked it up really quick. Been trusted, hand-inserted calendula flower petals work with other gentle ingredients like burdock root. It gently cleanses and refreshes facial skin without harsh synthetic dyeing agents. Smooths and improves to create a more balanced skin tone. So that is why a lot of people use toners to balance their skin tone. We have skin spots, we have blemishes, I have rosacea, I have sun like dots all over my face, and I have broken capillaries too. I mean, I have so much going on in my skin. So I should have been using a toner a lot of these years and I didn't. And now in my 40s, I think I'm gonna start using a toner and see how it works. It's alcohol-free, it's for normal skin types, including sensitive skin. Hello, sensitive skin. If you're like me, yes. It's just it's a big customer favorite, and so I'm gonna go try that and let you guys know how much I like it. Next is moisturizer. I was using CLARINS moisturizer. I really love that moisturizer. I think I want to go back and get it. I have Shiseido now and I like it, but I want to try, I think I want to go back to the CLARINS. I think it worked better with my rosacea. Rosacea is one big thing for my skin, that I really, if it doesn't work with it, it's like kind of irritates it a little more. And I think the Shiseido just has too much chemicals that's kind of not doing very well with my skin. So first thing I'm going to go through is my foundation. So foundation, you need to try to stay close to your color as possible. If you want to look really natural, mature skin, you just have to get used to your skin color. If you do tan your body, then you have to do a different skin color for your face, or more bronzing, which I do. I like bronzing. So for my skin today, for foundations, I'm going to use my favorite thing is my Chanel VITALUMIERE Aqua. And then I'm going to use my NARS. So I'm kind of going to mix these guys. I do this all over my face and then I come through and I put my NARS on. This is lighter than the NARS and NARS is a little heavier, but since I have red, so if you have red on your face, use a little heavier one. Go with a lighter one around your face. And then I like to use a brush first, and then sometimes I go over with a sponge a lot for mature skin. So I'm going to use this all over. Don't forget your ears and your neck. You always want to get down on your neck to really blend it. So as you can tell, it has not set, I mean, it hasn't gotten to my rosacea that well yet. So I'm going to go in and always shake your foundation a lot. So less is more on mature skin. I don't like the cakiness. That's why I love these. And like Laura Mercier tinted cream is great because you really need the more extra coats on the redness part of your face, the stuff that you really need to cover. And if you have spots here and here, I will show you what to do. So NARS is pretty thick. I mean, I shouldn't say thick, but it covers really well. So I just like to tap it and put extra where I need it. Because as you can tell, it covers wonderful everywhere else except this guy. So see how much that covers right there? So much better. But I'm not going to go all the way around my face. So this will stay really well. Okay, next I'm going to go into redness, dark circles. So mind the darkness in my eyes. You can use the, you know, the peaches to really help with your brown, but I've been using this RMS and I'm almost out of this, so I need to go buy it. And this is number 11 that I use, and I use my finger. Now, some people say not to use a finger. I like to use it because I like to warm it up a little bit, and I lightly pat. I don't have big little fingers, so I don't mind using my fingers. I just lightly pat. And I like to go in the corner more than anything. You can use a brush, anything that you're comfortable with. Little tiny beauty blenders. They're great. Then I like to go on the outside of my eye to lift my eye. I'm trying to lift everything up. So that's just a little part. And I have a dark spot here, and it's actually a beauty mark that I've had forever. So it's not something that I don't really feel like I need to hide because it's a birthmark, like a mole. I don't know, I was born with it. Okay, then go to the next eye. Okay, next I'm going to use my sample that I have of the NARS in the pot concealer. And the next great thing about concealer is that you can put it on your eyelids. You can use Paint Pot, anything thick that will cover the coloring in your eyelids. So just put this all over. The next thing is just to put a really light dusting, and I like to dust in the T-zone. So my T-zone is here and across my eyes. And I'm going to use the DERMABLEND that I love so much. And I'm just going to use a really light fluffy brush. And this is just a Sigma, what is this guy? No, Aesthetica. I got some in my BoxyCharm. And I dab in just a little bit. And I put it in the cap and I swish it around. Tap it off and just kind of just the places that I want it to stay, cover my rosacea. I don't need my forehead, I don't need it on my cheeks. This is where I want to stay. Yay. So next I'm going to take my beauty blender and I'm just going to kind of go through my skin. Just to help it blend. Mostly around my skin. So I'm going to put lipstick on. I don't want to get those lines in here, mostly when I put powder on. So I love these guys, and I like to do it after I use my brush. So next I'm going to do a little bit of concealing. So I'm going to take my little NARS and I'm going to take a little brush. Little brush, and I'm going to use this little guy. And this is like a Michael's paintbrush, which I love. And I just dip it in. And I go into a mirror and I find where I want to cover. I've covered a lot of my makeup right now. So I'm trying to think, like I have some sunspots right here. And I just lightly want to just kind of cover them. I take that in and then I take my hand and I lightly just pat it. And you want to blend it in. Next I want to go through it again, and I have another one right here that I've always had, and it's driving me kind of crazy. It's getting kind of big, but it's fine. And I just lightly just pat it in. Okay, so once I do that, I come back and I'm going to do my bronzing of my face. I am going to use, I just lost something. I'm going to use my MARC Jacobs. For mature skin, I like to use a fluffy brush. Sometimes I use this guy to contour a lot. And contouring is great for mature skin. It really helps. I will do that in a minute. So with my fluffy brush, I'm just going to pat in to the thing, dust off the rest, and kind of just sweep it under, back in the cheek, and under here, under the chin. Just a little bit. You just want a little bit of warmth, and a little bit on your forehead. I do a tiny bit on my forehead, not a lot. So next for contouring, I'm going to go into my NARS palette, and I'm going to go in the Laguna, and I am going to take, what brush? Where's my little brush? Here it is. My little Sigma brush, and it's Sigma 05, F05, and I dip it in. So on contouring, you can go straight. I like to kind of come down. My cheekbones go this way. Cheekbones go this way. They do, let me hold on. They go up. You want to go up. Everything wants to go up. I want to go up. I don't want to go down. Up. So when you go straight across, it doesn't really help with your cheekbones. You want to bring it up. So I just dab it off, and then I sweep up. Look how much, see how that goes up? Look at how much cheekbones I have. I don't want to go this way. I want to go up. Don't go into the here. Start at the bottom in the hollow and work your way up. Okay, now for some blush. Always use a really fluffy brush. This is the Luxie brush I love. And I'm just going to go in a really light. So I'm just going to go into a really light pink. I don't want a ton, and I only do it at the cheeks. A little bit. Like someone kind of just like played with your cheeks. Just want a tiny bit. A little bit, just a slight bit. Don't overdo it because it can get really kind of muddy if you put a lot of stuff on your skin. My next thing I'm gonna do is my eyebrows. So for eyebrows, when you fill them in, you want to do strokes up. And you just want to fill it in. You don't want that big, giant, you know, like a really harsh for mature skin. You just want something light and fluffy and just like natural eyebrows. And I work all the way up and I come stroke down. Don't stroke up, stroke down. Don't stroke out, stroke down. So you just want to go along with the natural flow of your eyebrows. I go a little higher than my brow a little bit because when I do brush up, it's going to cover it because I like an arch. And then you just fill in a little bit in here. And you can use powder also. And do it to the next one. It drives me crazy this MAC does not have one of these on the end. It drives me crazy. And when you tweeze, always tweeze the way it grows. So for eyes, I'm going to do my Charlotte Tilbury right now. And I'm going to go in with that brown. So pretty. So for eyes, for creases, pointed. And this is my Sephora Sigma one, and I have my MAC one. So these brushes are wonderful to really get into the crease. So pat on the eye, dust it off a little bit, and always look at your mirror. So here's my mirror. I look straight in my mirror. Do not close your eyes because you don't want to close your eyes because then it goes all over the place. You want to see the direction you're going. So I like to get in there, really focus on where I'm going to put it. Now, I've been doing makeup for a while, and so I can, if you've done makeup for a long time, you can probably close your eye, but I like to keep it a little open and keep on checking. So if you're feeling in, do this, but if you need to really look, I like wings, cat eyes, I guess you can call it cat eyes. So really just direct your eye. Look how beautiful that is. You want to go up, so that cut eye wants to go up. Do not bring anything down past this direction. Okay, let's go on the other side. You know, this Charlotte Tilbury palettes are phenomenal for older women. The coloring is so beautiful. And lift up. See how I use my pointer and my brush, and I use it to use that cat eye. I want to use it to make a cat eye. And you want to use more of a flat color in your crease because it shows up better than pearls or shimmers or anything like that. The great tool to use if you want to kind of smooth it out is your fingers are great blending tools. I also like very fluffy brushes like the Sigma 40. This is a great brush because you lightly want to just kind of lightly blend it on top. Just a tiny bit, not a lot. So next for base. So base, just get a basic brush. Shimmers are not, sparklies are hard on skin, mature skin. You want a little bit of a pearl shimmer. I like really sparkly stuff sometimes I don't, but for when you're doing a really mature skin look, you don't want to go too far. Her color, this color is so beautiful. It's really, really pretty. So I'm going to pat in it, take off the excess, and just lay it in there. So for eyeliner, I'm going to go with my Essence, and then you can do any brown. You can use powder. You can use a dark, dark brown. Follow the line, which I'm going to do a little bit, but I'm going to go over it with, you just want to lift it up a little bit. Then you want to go in with your center. Go in your eye into the corner. It's just kind of lifts your eye. My eye is starting to bug out because I think I have a lash in my eye. Ooh. So just go inside your eye right there a little bit. Okay, once I got that down, I'm going to go into a gel, and I'm going to take my, I love this brush, Sonia brush from Target, and my INGLOT. INGLOT is by far my favorite gel liner. By far. Look at my lid, and I take it and I push it on my lid. This stuff is just, doesn't dry out. It's phenomenal. I'm going to go in and just kind of go over a little bit over this to make it deeper, and then I'm going to make my wing a little bit. Remember, wings go up. And I'm going to go in a little bit deeper in the corner of my eye. So see how that wing goes out. Don't get gel, try not to get, if you're using, try not to get on your lashes, because look how much I got my lashes. Because it dries, and then it's hard to get mascara on your, I do that all the time. You know another trick I do? I hold my breath. So painting, grow up painting, I would hold my breath. Okay, go down the inner eye. I would hold my breath when I go, and when I do my liners, I do the same thing. It's hilarious. Okay, make sure they're even. You look straight at your face. And one's pointed than the other. Okay, now I kind of like to even it out, and I want to go in on the bottom of my eye. So I'm going to take my pointy brush. Pointy brushes are great for under eye. It just softens it up. So I'm going to go with that brown that I did in my crease. Tap a lot of it off, and just slightly go under, just a little bit. And just blend it. You can use a Q-tip, or you can use a brush. I'm gonna go in with another palette I got from my BoxyCharm. It's just like a purpley color, and it has a little bit of a sheen to it. I like a little bit of sheen under my eye, and so I'm gonna go and put the purple, a little purple under my eye. And just kind of blend it out. I like a lot of makeup. You can do less than this, so you don't have to do the wing and the gel. You just use a pencil, and you don't have to do it under the eye if you don't want to. I just like to even things out. Next thing, I'm gonna go back to that other palette, this guy, and I'm gonna use the white, and I just lightly dust a little bit of cream just up here, and I kind of pat it. Mascara wise, I'm gonna set my eyelashes, which I love to do. Mascara, get your choice of mascara. I use the Chanel, which I love. And when you take your mascara on, make sure you go all the way down to the bottom of where your lashes start, and tug, 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 tug. Get it in there, get it in there. Get it all the way in there. I don't put any lashes on the bottom because I think it looks softer. And I think sometimes when I do that, it just makes my eye look really closed in. Go over again, the other side, and just kind of get the outside so it extends your eyelashes. Just get the tips really well. So next I like to do a little bit of highlight. So I'm going to go in with my NARS, and it's a very light highlight. I'm going to go in with a pointed brush, a little pointed, and I don't want too sparkly, and this color is not very sparkly. It's great. And bring it down a little bit toward the eye, the makeup that I did. I put a little bit. If you're not used to putting corner eye, this, what is this called? I forgot, I always forgot. Hot Sand from NARS is a beautiful, not sparkly, not too shimmery highlighter. I love, love, love it. I can't even tell you guys how much I love that. Next I'm going to pack a little bit, and just a tiny, tiny bit, just a really soft. It kind of reminds me of the Charlotte Tilbury one, and I'll use that one next. It's this guy right here. You just dab it in, do some on the nose. I like to do just kind of all over. Okay, so for lips, I'm going to do really light and easy. I'm going to use my MILANI Nude, which I love. Now, I like to go right on top of my line. I like to fill it in a little bit. Under my lip a little bit. So next I'm just going to use a light color. This is NARS Sex Machine, which I love. This is one of my favorite colors. It's like a nice pink. You guys gotta check this color out. I love NARS. NARS is like my favorite. So then I have this Kiko, and this is Kiko, and it's a gloss. It's 07, it's like lip gloss pencil. Look, I love these. I want to go get more colors. 07, it's called Crayon Gloss, and it's pencil lip gloss, and it's 07. These, I love Kiko. Kiko. So that is it. That is my mature look for mature women's skin makeup look. I like a more dramatic look. If you don't want a more dramatic look, like I said, just kind of don't do it as heavy. You can do it more lighter, and you can really fluff it out so it's not so heavy. We all want to look great in our 40s, 50s, 60s, and one thing I know about Charlotte Tilbury, she does a great job. So this palette is so beautiful. I did like to do a warmer under my eye, which I would have probably done more purple. I like purple. It complements my green eyes, so it's just a great color. But generally, these palettes are great. This is her first palette I have. I haven't tried the second one because I have so many palettes. So remember to do cheekbones up. Everything must go up. Liners out, wings, everything goes up. If you have a hooded eye, everything you want to go up. So you don't want to go past your line. So it's really kind of, you know, it's hard to do liner. Just keep on trying. Don't put, if you want to try and do liner, put no makeup on. Just keep on doing a wing, 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 wing. Take it off, do it again. Do it. Just keep on practicing. Just practice makes perfect. Trust me. I probably messed up a lot when I first started doing it. I don't know. It just, you have to practice. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you see more of my videos coming up. I'm on Instagram, and just check me out. Yeah, and that's it. So have a great weekend, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.